What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one I'm trying to make the full Hello Neighbor Act 2 Neighbor House interior. It is important to note, I do mention this at the beginning of the video, but you need the Act 1 interior to make this. I did mention that originally when I did the exterior for this, and I believe I did in the Act 1 video as well. But, yeah. I don't have a ton to say about it. Here it is. This is all in one sitting, so if it gets a little rough at the end, I'm sorry, because, you know, an hour and a half of Act 2 is a lot for my little brain. But, yeah, I figured I might as well just get it done. Like, you know, I didn't have anything else to record today, so I was like, frick it. An entire 1.5 hour tutorial, which, by the way, I say it later in the video, an hour and a half of tutorials is a lot more than an hour and a half of just a normal video. Where am I going? Here it is. But, yeah, this is a fun one for sure, I guess. I don't really know. It depends if you would call it fun or not. But, yeah, this roof is also wrong. You'll see that later. But, yeah, that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space room for this is void or any space. All you need is your Act 2 from, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Now I'm gonna say, right off the bat, I'm not going to get off materials to start, and you want to make sure you have the Act 1 interior inside of this. We're going to be using that Act 1 interior because there are a lot of similarities. We're just kind of going to be altering the rooms a bit. It's just going to save time because then we'll have to redo the layout and everything if we don't do that. But you do want to come inside, and I want to start by going inside because I want to recall what we have and what we need to change here. So, looking at this first room, you want spruce planks. Light blue terracotta, birch door, orange carpet, paintings. I'm just like making sure that I know what's happening. It's kind of weird. Dark oak fence. And you want the old doors. So the oak door, the birch door, and the mangrove door. You will also need a mangrove slab, and that will finish off this room. So, yeah, it will. You want to start by, for one, this brown glazed terracotta in the floor by the door. Break and replace with a spruce plank. So the things you want to destroy are as follows. The polished blackstone button on the wall. The singular painting and the singular torch on opposite walls. The spruce stairs in the corner, and then the dark oak fence. So you're just kind of leaving this acacia thing. What you want to do is in front of the acacia thing and a block to the left, you want to place just going up here 3 dark oak fence. On this left wall, you'll take the bottom right back block. That's this one. And you want to count, technically, I guess from our perspective, it'll be up diagonally left one. There'll be a 1 block painting there that is the little green guy with the cup. Eventually, it'll be the little green guy with the cup. Maybe it won't be. There it is. Then up diagonally right from that, it'll be... I don't need a block there. It'll be the... Of course, I get it again. It'll be that weird camel giraffe looking thing. It's not either of those. I just call it that. It's the yellow one with the blue sky at the top. Okay, there we go. And then from... If you're highlighting that painting... I'm scared now. You want to count left by 3 and up 1, and there. The reason I'm scared is because it's another one of those teacup dudes. No, if we're going to having a good day or night, I guess I am for the most part. I got that one pretty quick. Where you have the entrance into the next hallway. This doorway area, the right side of this, and also the top block will be light blue terracotta. And there will be a birch door in this with the handle on the left side, like that. I guess if you're at the front door here, you will, not the block directly behind it, the spruce plank, but one more back. You'll place an orange carpet, and then you'll bring it back by 1 and bring each orange carpet right by 1 as well. Take the front right orange carpet and bring it right with an oak door that is on the, I guess, left half of that block. On the back side, or I guess the behind that oak door will be a mangrove door, and in front of it will be a birch door, kind of creating a square, rectangle, something like that. Get rid of any material, I guess, and get out mangrove slabs, and just place 1 on top. And that's this room done. Pretty easy. You can see how much easier that was than just doing this from scratch. Especially because there's not a lot of walls that change, except the second floor gets weird. So I guess just keep that in mind. We're gonna work right first into this, the door, the room with the basement door, God. So, clear inventory. I'm gonna try to clear inventory in every room, even though we're gonna need a lot of the same materials. You want light blue terracotta. I'm sorry in advance, by the way, for that, because I know that is kind of weird. Do we need paintings? We do need paintings. Oak slabs, this might be a 2 inventory sets. Smooth quartz, yeah, smooth quartz stairs. Dark oak trapdoors. Warp stairs. Stone brick walls and orange terracotta, and that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, first off, break the red wool to the side of the iron door and replace it with a light blue terracotta. You might want to get out torches, because we're going to need to probably destroy those in a second. So, okay, you want to destroy the lamp that's here and the painting that's also left of it. Now, get rid of your torches for a second to get out iron doors. Because you want to actually move this iron door right a block. And then destroy the original one, obviously. So it'll be 3 blocks off that wall. And then you can move that couch left a block like that. And get rid of iron doors and get out torches. And I guess destroy both of them for now. You will need to move them, but that's for later. Right at the bottom block of the couch, place a stone brick wall and bring it up by 1. Then up with an orange terracotta and right with a stone brick wall. Underneath that stone brick wall that you just placed, you want a painting, and it's the 1 block painting with the camel. I don't know why I'm calling it a camel. Just like that. Above the orange terracotta, you want one, and it's going to be that teacup dude again. He's going to be a prevalent character in this. Directly above the iron door, you want a 1 blocker that is the kind of yellow city skyline one. It's that one right there. This is great. Once you get it, whenever you get it, you're going to want to place a torch left and right of it. Like that. Darn it. Not because I did something wrong, because, you'll see in a second here. I guess I'll just continue with this wall. From the left torch, you want to, go down diagonally left by 1, and there's going to be a teacup dude here as a painting. Hopefully. Jeez, man. I'm getting bad luck today. Hopefully it'll improve as we move along. There we go. And then up diagonally left one from that painting, you want the kind of blue-white dragon eye. That one. Perfect. Now, on this left wall, destroy everything. Destroy everything that's here. The paintings, the banners, the stairs, the everything. And then in the front left corner here, not of the actual room, but of this little divot in, you want to place a smooth quartz stair facing back with a dark oak trapdoor above it that's opened. You'll also place a trapdoor right of it that's also open, and it'll give you this, essentially. I know I wasn't specific with directions, but I don't know. Figure it out. So, from the dark oak trapdoor that's on top of that stair, you want to count back a block here. And the middle 2 blocks of this portion are going to be upside down oak slabs. And then another row on top of the same, and then another row on top of the same, except it shifted a block forward there. Like that. There's no paintings, however there is a beehive, which is why I said darn it, because it's always one material. It's always one. We'll come back to that in a second, though, because on the right wall, between this mangrove slab and this top spruce trapdoor, it'll be a 1 blocker. That's the clown. Whoopsies, the little clown-looking dude. It's actually a bowl of salmon, but it's the only one I know. All the other ones I have no idea. Out of the 1 block paintings, at least. The only one I know is the salmon bowl. If I can ever get it. I got it so many times and now I can't. There we go. And then I guess technically 4 diagonally up, but it's up diagonally right, whatever you consider it. There's going to be the giraffe dude again. Now I'm not going to... Okay, there we go. Again, get rid of anything and get out a beehive. And just in the far back left corner, you're placing a beehive. That's this room done. The kitchen's a weird one. It's a very weird one. Clear inventory and then enter. Oh, my structure void. Why are these not there? Wait, they actually might be. Hold on. No, they're not. Oh, that's weird. How did this happen? Anyway. Yeah, you do want that table. You definitely do. I don't know where my structure voids went. They're just gone. But you should have structure voids there. Oh, never mind, because I know why. Outside of that, you're kind of flipping this a little bit. So, honestly, what I'm going to tell you to do, everything here with the exception of the flower pot, just block pick. So I'm going to start with the left side, lime terracotta, warp door, acacia planks, oak trapdoor, smooth quartz slab, black concrete, polished blackstone button, oak plank, oak slab. I guess we'll end there because we have to. Unless you want to actually, I'm going to tell you to get rid of the oak planks and get out oak stairs. But this is the set you want. You will need the other stuff as well, except for, again, the flower pot, which you can destroy. And you want to start by destroying everything you have here. Including the clock on the wall, actually. We don't like clocks on our walls anymore. Those are outdated. Leave this, though. Leave the little thing hanging from the ceiling, because that's still there. I don't know if it's supposed to still be there, but it's still there. Gonna be real with you. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Anyway, if you're looking at the window, we're calling this the front left-hand corner, because in it, you want to place an upside-down oak slab. Bring it towards you with a upside-down slab and then a plank, and also bring that same back slab right with an upside-down oak stair that faces into it. Leave a 1 block gap, place an upside-down smooth quartz slab. 1 block gap, place an acacia plank with an oak trapdoor in its front face. 1 block gap, black concrete with polished blackstone button on its front face. And you want to count right a block so you're in the corner, and then towards you by 2, and place 2 lime terracotta on top of each other there, with a warp door in the front face. The handle should face towards the front of the house, like that. From that top block, you can go, I guess, technically from our perspective, back diagonally up with an oak plank. Clear your inventory and get out polished blackstone stairs, polished blackstone walls, stone brick walls, and hold on, I need to check the state of this room. Oh yeah, it's different. Birch fence, oak slabs, and we'll call it birch trapdoors. And you might need the mangrove door. You'll see why. Anyway, where you have the black concrete here at the front, you want to, on the, oh, my games are updating. In line with the middle block of the window, you want to place a polished blackstone stair, and then you want to place 2 polished blackstone walls on top, making sure that you do break into the ceiling. You may have a gap here. I would just throw a block in there, like a spruce plank or something, like that. Now, you want to turn yourself around and look at the back wall, and you have this funny shape of paintings. Unfortunately, it's not going to last. Top right-hand corner of this room, break the smooth sandstone wall and make it a stone brick, or smooth sandstone slab and make it a stone brick wall. Bring that wall towards you a block, and that same back one will go left 1, down 1, which you'll have to destroy a painting for. Left 2, there goes another painting. Towards you 1, left 4, and then down 1. Again, if you have gaps in here that are annoying you, you can fill them in with spruce planks. Can I reach this, actually, in a good logical format? Wait, maybe I can. Whoop. Or, okay, well, that one's going to be annoying. Oh, I'm so good. There's the kitchen done. Moving into the hallway. Everything except for the closet and the... Is the torch in the same spot? No, it's not. You do need torches, then. So everything except for the closet you want to destroy, and I would also repair the ceiling while you're at it. On the left wall, you want to, from the bottom left corner here, you want to count up 1 and then back 2, and going back, you want to place 2 upside-down oak slabs. Count back 2 and up 1, and then place a normal oak slab with 1 behind it. And from the first slab you place, this upside-down one, on top of it, you want to place another upside-down slab with 1 in front of it. And then on top of that, back one on that row, you want to go up with another upside down slab and one behind it, like that. That last row that you placed, or this last section, behind it you can place the torch again. Now, the mangrove door in the closet, you're going to want to tuck in a little bit. So essentially you want it on this block that kind of is inside the closet. Because to the side here, you want to place birch fence going all the way up in this corner and then into the ceiling, which, do whatever you want. I'll place a slab there. That might want to be a plank. I'm not sure because, again, the interior is weird. In front of that bottom fence, you can place 2 birch trap doors and open them up against the wall like that. There you go, there's another room done. I'm going to check the bathroom. I don't think it changed, but you never know, honestly. Yeah, the bathroom is the same. So we can move back, and you want to come... Let me make sure this carpet's still here. Yeah, it is still here. You can go all the way around and head through the entrance room that we started in and head back. And you want to stop when you're in here, because, again, I got to get there in the other account. It's not too bad of an interior. It is kind of just boring. Oh, this room is really different. Okay, we're going to start by taking down everything. Yeah. Get rid of everything in this room. Carpet, except for the light. Keep the light in the ceiling, but everything else, gone. This row of birch fences is gone. The trapdoors are gone. The paintings are gone. The torches are gone. The closet's gone. You get the point, I think, from here. Don't go into this back room, though. This back room is probably, I think, that back room does get wiped. But I'm not going to tell you to do that yet, because, yeah. But the closet also, which is, I know, different than we have been, dealing with. Okay. Well, the closet just gets moved a block. But whatever. Clear inventory, if you didn't already. Get out smooth quartz slabs. Red carpet. Dark oak trapdoors. I thought those were... Or, sorry, fence gates, not trapdoors. Words. Gray concrete. Oak trapdoors. That one's actually trapdoors, I swear. And then oak doors, birch doors, mangrove doors, and, hey, perfect, mangrove slabs. And then I think we'll finish the room with the exception of the blockade there, which... I might take you to do that from the other side. We'll see. It is also important to make sure, depending on how you did this, you want your staircase open now. It wants to look like this. I don't think this changed. Did not. So, oh, you didn't need the birch door. Frick, inventory spot wasted anyway. Not that we were going to do anything with it. On the left wall here, this wall, you want to leave a 1 block gap from the front and just place going back, like, what is it, 5 upside down smooth quartz slabs. And you want to have 4 rows of these all on top of each other. Make sure they're upside down, all of them. That's not upside down. There you go. Directly right of it, you can actually place a 2x4 of red carpet. It's going to be 1 short at the end, and it's going to stick out by 2 blocks like that. I have Discord open in the background, and I just see feet reveal. That's the perfect message to see. Anyway, from the right side of this red carpet, you want to leave a 2 block gap moving back and then place 2 red carpet and bring each one right by 2. Why does that feel wrong? It's not. Okay. Behind the left side of that, you can place a dark oak fence gate, making sure it's facing sideways, and again, another one to the left. Again, they should be facing sideways, so you're looking at the short side of them. Place a gray concrete on top of either one, and on the front side of the left gray concrete, place an oak trap door and open it up against it. I'm having moments, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. So you want to come, this weird like divot in the wall here where you have this corner. You want to sit yourself in this corner. And you want to look straight back and place an oak door. You want to look straight left, place a mangrove door, not birch door. And then above you place a mangrove slab. And that's your closet. If you want to add a birch door up against the other wall, or can you destroy? You can destroy into it if you want. But think about the complications of being able to open that door. Just a thought. Anyway, that's that room kind of done. I say kind of because this door to the bedroom is blocked off. However, I don't want to block it off. So, you do want to come inside here. And is it just, like, wiped again? It might just be wiped again, guys. Almost. So, you want to leave only the beds here. You want to wipe everything else, lights, except for the ceiling light again, because the ceiling lights are all the same. But you want to remove every piece of furniture except for the beds, and the little carpet-ish thing below the beds you want to replace with spruce. Just make it a full spruce floor. Hold on. Just want to make sure that's what I think it is. It is cool. Them phone notifications, am I right? This room is very bland, actually. Now that I'm looking at it again. I don't know, I built this build like forever ago. I wouldn't really remember. There you go. Just clear anything you have. Also, this polished blackstone button, can't forget that. So now we're looking at sadness. First off, get out. Acacia planks. Acacia door. Mangrove stairs. Oh, that's ironic. Mangrove trapdoors. You'll see why it's ironic. Oak planks. Purple. I almost said carpet. Purple banners. Birch trapdoors. And we'll go birch fence and red carpet. You want to look at the front of the build here and look at this window. If you're looking at the window to the right of it, you want to place a mangrove stair on the floor with a mangrove trapdoor on top of it, and also to the left of it again if you're looking at it. And you want to open them both up. They will both be, or the left one will be opened up against it, and the other one will be opened up against the wall. Left of the window, you'll place an acacia plank with one on top of it, and then an acacia door on the front of it. Again, these should both be off the floor. I like that. I guess behind. Okay, whatever. Not important. Anyway, turn around and at the back right-hand corner of this room where you have these two light blue terracotta behind the door, place birch trap doors on both and open them up against the wall. On top of the back one, place birch fence going all the way into the ceiling, which there should be a spruce plank up there, probably from the child's room. The front birch trap door there, you want to bring left with the red carpet. Where you can, there obviously you can't place one here, so it'll be a little bit of a gap. Bring each of those carpets forward by one. And where you have this, like, archway, at the left side of it, on the back, or behind it, I guess, you want to place an oak plank with a purple banner on the right face. Why did it not place it first? That was weird. From that oak plank, count up 2 and back 1 and place another oak plank. And, yeah. Get rid of everything but your mangrove stair. I guess you can leave these two if you want to make it simple. Get out mangrove door, oak door, and mangrove slab again. And again, you want to stand in the back left-hand corner of the room, and if you look towards the door, kind of, to leave the room, it'll be an oak door, and towards the front of the build, it'll be a mangrove door, and then again, on top of you, a mangrove slab, like that. When you leave this room, make sure on the outside here you place a mangrove stair, just like that. Let's head back and into this little room here, which, how do I get in here properly? From my... Okay. This room is just wiped. Get rid of everything, again, except for the light, the ceiling light. You know, that's cool. So, anyway, after whatever that was, I should have finished clearing out the room. Replace the iron door with a birch door, and also replace the iron block here, or the block of iron, with a light blue terracotta. The birch door will have the handle facing back, by the way. Clear your inventory, if you have anything. And you want to get out acacia planks. Whoopsies. Red sandstone wall and prismarine brick slabs, along with, I guess for this room, get out gray concrete, or the room that we're about to do after, whatever. Oak trapdoors, mangrove trapdoors, and stone brick walls, and I think that finishes it. It does. So that'll finish the bottom floor. Looking at this little entranceway from the back side, you want to, on the right side from our perspective, red sandstone wall. left with acacia plank, up with an acacia plank, right with an upside down prismarine brick slab, and then place a normal slab on top like that. Entering this room here, guess what we're doing? You guessed it, wiping the room, get rid of everything. A lot of the rooms that are here are just like completely different. But we already have the layout, which is what I was kind of hoping for. From our perspective, the back right-hand corner. Actually. Okay, I'm glad I checked that. So, essentially, we have a little fix to do out here, but it's not major. This stone brick wall that I'm highlighting, it's a three-way intersection, and it connects into that orange terracotta there you see. You want to take the stone brick wall kind of towards you, I guess towards the back of the build from this, and you want to just extend it to the side by a block. And essentially, everything here is going to be extended an additional block to this side. So you'll destroy this, and when you do this row here, essentially all these connections are getting shifted a block. Which then means you'll break into the wall here, and this window will end up getting shifted over a block. It's a minor fix. You don't necessarily need it. It doesn't make a huge difference. It kind of does when you're looking at the aspect of the room, because it makes the window actually centered in that room. And then, again, this will also be pushed over a block. This you don't have to worry about here. But when you do shift it like this, I get rid of that, I guess. You just want to make sure that you destroy a block here, and then it's going to be like that. Just a very minor fix that I did want to point out. But when you come back in this room now, you should have 2 blocks on each side of the window, which is correct. And then you can dummy down back to what you should have, which is the first 6. If you're walking into the door of this room now, in the back right corner, you want to place going up 4 gray concrete. Bring that left a row and bring both those rows towards you a row. On the front left row, you'll take the second block up and you'll place an oak trap door on it that is flipped up. Left of the bottom here of this row, you'll place a mango trap door opened up against the wall. And the other thing you'll do is you'll take this stone brick wall in the window and you'll bring it right a block, up a block, and then you'll bring it all the way back until it is in the corner here, like that. There's your first floor done. Now you want to orient or take yourself and get up to the second floor here, because things get really weird up here. So you may have something like this for the yellow terracotta. It's fine if you do, or it doesn't frankly matter, because that pretty much all the walls in here are going to be destroyed anyway. So I am actually going to tell you, in this room specifically, you want to get out yellow terracotta, and in line with this dark oak plank row that is kind of on the side of the staircases, or the staircase, whatever, you want to make this yellow terracotta here. You want to place yellow terracotta here and bring it all the way forward to create a wall. This will split it into 2 separate rooms, and when you do this, for the first time, we actually have a light that we have to destroy, which is this one here. And you're essentially going to want to wipe both rooms that you have here, except you do want to leave the staircase intact. Leave the hole in the wall, you can, I guess. You can leave that hole in the wall. That doesn't make a difference, but just wipe everything here. And when you do that, I wouldn't worry about the room, actually, to the side yet. However, do make note of it. But I would make this a full wall of yellow terracotta to start. And you will also have to break in the smooth sandstone. The smooth sandstone is weird here, because the ceiling in this room specifically is 5 blocks tall. Which gets annoying in a second here. But you'll see why again. So, where the wall comes across on the left side here, I dig the top because for me I have the most rows of yellow terracotta here. And you want to make sure you have 4 rows. So just, I guess, another row. And make it 4 rows of yellow terracotta. And then all of the light blue behind that you can destroy. Except you want to leave it where there's 2 rows. Like this. And you... What? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, leave the 2 rows. I didn't see that right. And I guess fill in the floor gap that you're going to have here. Don't worry about the ceiling yet because you'll see. However, you can destroy the light in this room as well. And I think you can wipe this room. Let me check. Yeah, I would. Just wipe it. Okay. This is a fun one for sure. And I guess get out red concrete and also dark oak planks, spruce trapdoors, and I'm gonna call it dark oak fence, stripped dark oak wood. I'll call it there for now. So now I think it's a good time to tell you to destroy your ceiling. Get rid of all the smooth sandstone subs. Now where you have the yellow terracotta wall here, you will have a few more rows of smooth sandstone subs there. Keep those because that room has a ceiling like this. This area doesn't though. Which I believe is because of the section above it. But I could be wrong on that, I don't know. I'm not gonna ask why he's destroying ceilings. Okay, I don't need to destroy the wall. Just like this. Now, you want to make the... You want to make the side, this wall here, the left wall, and essentially the remaining of these two walls, or the remaining of these three walls want to be red concrete, I should say. Except the dividing row between the red concrete and yellow terracotta is a row of dark oak planks. This row of light blue terracotta. Which I guess if you wanted to, that means you can destroy this dark oak trapdoor. On the outside. Oh, that's a stair. Hold on. Oh, why did I do that? Unfortunate. And I destroyed it again. There we go. At least I realized, I guess. When you're doing this, again, don't worry about paintings and stuff, because it doesn't matter. They were going to get destroyed anyway, let's be honest. But do leave the back wall the same, because... Yeah. Does that door move? I'll figure that out in a second. I don't think it does. I'm just talking out loud. I guess, yeah, go all the way up with this on the left wall. Double check. Okay, that's fine. And then these rows here. And you could have already done this when you did the outside, which is fine. Because that just means that you did it earlier, so whatever. This is why I'm thinking, get out light blue terracotta. I don't think this gets moved. I think it does. Yeah, it does. So remove the door and replace it with red concrete, and you want to double layer this back wall with light blue terracotta here. And when you do this, you want to, on the staircase side over here on the right side, just double layer this with light blue terracotta. And then that dark oak fence that will connect you will be a dark oak plank. Along with one other thing, and that being the dark oak plank to the left of this. Inside the floor will be a spruce plank. Let's start on the ceiling stuff. So, first off, you want to come to the left wall again, and off the back wall by one, you want to break a doorway here. So it's going to be right there. I'm telling you to do this because you want to take the fourth row of red concrete above it, which is this row, and you want to destroy it. And replace it with stripped dark oak wood. You can go all the way forward with this if you want to, but you don't necessarily have to. On top of the light blue terracotta sidewall here, you will also make this stripped dark oak. And end where the wall ends here. And where that wall ends, you want to go towards the front of the build by 4. And then you will connect back to the left. So you're just kind of creating this. You can take that front right-hand corner, the only corner of strip dark oak that you can see, and just bring it down to the ground with dark oak fence. If I could do it. The ceiling at this point is in line with the strip dark oak, and it is filled in with spruce planks. Except there's going to be one row at the front on the kind of right portion that you can't fill in, so just place spruce trapdoors under here. Just to still give you the feel of it. And then after this, we got to just kind of interiorize these rooms, and then we got to do the top, which isn't too bad, and then we're done. I'm recording this in one go, by the way. I don't know why I put myself up for that task, yet I did, and yet here we are, so. Make sure that's all we can do with this set of materials. I think so. Well, so what I'm going to tell you to do is break this whole extravaganza of red concrete above this row of strip dark oak and make it spruce. We're gonna, in a little bit here, do some things that are kind of weird in this section, just to kind of maximize space. However, I am gonna tell you to clear your inventory there. There's more we can do up there, however, I want to wait for later, because I want to finish down these 3 rooms first. Finish down? Whatever. Finish these 3 rooms first. So, get out polished black stone walls, lanterns, sea lanterns, the old combo, aka, wait, actually, is this, okay, yeah, birch door, oak door, and mangrove door, and then mangrove slab. And I'll say barrier blocks, or if you can't use barrier blocks, use dark oak planks and ladders. So, first off, come to the front of this room here, the yellow terracotta portion, and if you're looking back, you want to count to the third, or I guess the 4th block back on the ceiling. So first the trapdoors, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and you'll place a polished black stone wall with a lantern underneath. In the red concrete section from the top front, you're going to count back count back to the 4th block as well, and that will be a sea lantern. And then the one behind it will also be a sea lantern. So if you want to break the spruce for that. Just like that. Now, come to this dark oak plank here. And on top of it, you want to place barriers until you reach the strip dark oak. And then on this whole row, you can place just a row of ladders on the back, or the left side, I guess, like that. And then that will get you up into the next floor, which we're not going to work on yet because we can't. So, come to the staircase again, and we want to do a funny thing here, actually. Get rid of barriers, ladders, sea lanterns, and polished black stone walls, and get out dark oak slabs, dark oak planks, and dark oak fence. And when you hit the landing of the staircase, that's this point here, with just the 2x2 of planks, you want to break these stairs here, and you want to place a row of dark oak slabs going forward, and then a row of planks, then slabs, and then you'll stop there. And that will also make you extend this dark oak plank thing back another block with a fence, like that. That is so this part will work. Because you want to, if you're looking at the fence from this wall, you want to just going, I guess, towards that wall, so left from the front of the building. You'll place a birch door. On that, or if you're standing on the block that birch door is on, you want to look towards the front of the build. It'll be an oak door. And then your other 2 directions will be a mangrove door. And then on top of the birch door, you'll place a mangrove slab. Since we have the birch doors, on this right wall, I guess, of yellow terracotta, not the far front block, but 1 row forward, you will break in and place your birch door. We'll work on this room later. Clear inventory. Get out. Oak slabs. Beehives. Composters. Acacia slabs, which we will also use as planks. Stone brick walls, and then for the room that we do need to work on, yellow terracotta, warped stairs, and oak trapdoor. And that's actually going to finish off these rooms here. We do have to do that room still. So in the area that you're in, you want to be at this birch door here, the room that we have to make later. And you want to, you want to actually look at the front wall technically of the build, which is this row of 5. And you want to, if you're looking at it, you'll take the bottom right corner and you'll place a beehive. You'll bring that beehive left by 1, and then on the, not the block above it, but one more up, you'll place an oak slab. Bring an oak slab left by 1, and then go up with another oak slab, which is gonna, you want to leave a half a block gap. And then you'll go left with an obsidian oak slab, which will give you a little diagonal. And then you want to come back down to the 2 beehives and the second one that you placed. Bring it forward with the composter, and then bring that composter forward diagonally to the right with the beehive. Let's knock this room out of the way, shall we? This little one. So you want to, essentially at the birch door, you want to take the 3rd row of yellow terracotta back, and you want to cut off the room there. And make sure all of your walls from this point are yellow terracotta. Everything behind it does not matter yet. We'll worry about that in a little bit. In the back center, not on the bottom yellow terracotta, but one up, you'll place an oak trapdoor and open it up against the wall. And then at the middle 2 blocks on the right wall, you can, actually not the middle 2, sorry, the front 2, you're going to place warp stairs facing left. Like that. Leave this room and come into the red concrete section, and you want to, looking at the right wall of it, which is kind of the wall where it joins with the yellow terracotta wall. And you want to, from the, I guess from our perspective would be the top left, that's this block. You want to count right by 3. And place an acacia slab with an obsidian one under it. Place a block to the right of that obsidian slab. And then from that, you'll count down 1 and left by 2 and place another block and then another one to the left. Still looking at this wall, you want to come to the bottom right-hand corner. And if you're on the floor now, you want to count left by 2 and place a composter. Go forward diagonally to the right with a composter and forward with another one. Forward diagonally to the left with a beehive, and then bring that beehive towards you by 1, and then from this beehive alone, you'll go left, up, and right. Like that. One more thing. And I'm going to actually do this entire row, which is going to get weird. So, from this stone brick wall here that's in this, like, window thing, you'll bring it towards you by 1, and then you want to go under it and look towards the back of the build. So this is important for directions because you want to go left 1, down 1, left 1, back by 6, up 1, back 3, down 1, back 3, then right 3, up 2, right 1, up 2, then right by 9, down 1, right 2, and then you want to from there go down 1, right 2, and at this point you want to take this, like, back half of this room, and you want to just destroy all of this light blue terracotta and everything, just because we need this room. You can leave this back wall of light blue terracotta, but destroy the right and the ceiling, and yeah. And then continuing that row of walls, you want to, from that end one, go down 1, back 1, right 1, down by 2, and then forward 1 whenever I get that. So it'll give you something like this. Now, there's another row of stone brick walls over here. I'm not going to do it because it would be floating at the time and it just gets weird. So, I would advise you to go back down and go into this room to the side here. And I would also place the birch door back in the doorway. The handle should face forward. Like that, and then once you're in here, this ladder should be in the right spot, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, because we did do this. So yeah, the ladder's in the right spot. The bed behind it you want to just shift it into the corner by a block. And when you do this, you're going to have to destroy this little counter here, which is fine. But just make sure this bunk bed is shifted into this corner by a singular block. Pretty easy, honestly. Okay. Assuming that doesn't get in my way. Aside from that, this room wants to be wiped clean. And when you do this, also make sure that you, not that this is related in that sense, but just make all of the walls red concrete here, and make sure that this is also has some sort of consistency. Maybe only on this wall. I'll show you what to do with that in a second here, but I would just bring the strip dark oak across to start and then place the red concrete, but I'll show you that in a moment here once I fix these walls. Because it's a little strange because of the section on the other side. Which, granted, I don't know why I did it like that anyway, but I think it's something to do with the roof. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But at any rate, the roof in this section is the same. Nothing changes. Just make sure you have the red concrete and everything placed, I guess. I don't know. Just that back side's a little goofy. Yeah, this is still here, this platform. Same spot and everything. So, for this back one, you want dark oak planks out. And essentially, it's good as it is, just these two blocks over here are going to want to be dark oak planks. This red concrete and light blue terracotta like that. Everything else is the same. You can clear your inventory of whatever you may have. And get out. Blue carpet. Birch trap doors. Torches. White concrete. Blue terracotta. Dark oak slab and acacia button. No, we have two more spots. Oh god. Oak plank and purple banner. So, from the bottom ladder here, you want to, behind it, just place two blue carpet moving, I guess, towards the back wall, and bring each of them left by a row. Make sure you also know which side's the front. The window's the left. I guess that helps. From the right side of that carpet, you want to go back with a white concrete and place on top of it a blue terracotta and then a dark oak slab. Front face of the blue terracotta, acacia button. Back left corner of the room, oak plank with purple banner on it, like that. I don't know why I didn't place. Back right-hand corner of this room, you'll place on the right wall two birch trap doors opened up against, going along the base of the wall. That front one, you will leave a one block out moving up from and place a torch. On the opposite wall from that torch, directly in the same spot, you'll place another torch. A few more materials and then we're done with this room. I guess clear inventory, that would be a good start. Get out mangrove stairs, acacia slabs, and paintings, and I think that's it. Crimson slab. Didn't even see that there. And the back left-hand corner, just basically behind that torch there, you want to place an upside-down crimson slab. Trace that through to the front wall, and in line with it, you'll place two upside-down acacia slabs moving towards the back. Kind of from that end side, not on top of it, but one block outside, you'll place a painting here. One block painting that is that yellow one that looks like the plate, kind of. It's that one. On the left wall underneath this torch here, which you may have to break the torch to do it because torches are weird. You want to place another one block painting, and this is the giraffe camel. That's neither of the things, but it looks like it to me. This is a fun thing to place. Underneath the back more upside down acacia slab, you'll place a mangrove stair facing into that left wall. Like that. There's this room done. Now you should I would advise that you come outside of this room and go up the ladder in here, and then we can start working into this, or towards this room here. Clear inventory. Get out dark oak planks, dark oak stairs, spruce planks, dark oak trapdoors, stone brick walls, and iron trapdoors. Let me give myself some night vision on console. Hold on, give me a second. But essentially what you want to start by doing is you want to, where you have the row of strip dark oak originally, you want to make sure you have 4 rows of spruce planks here. Correct that, 5 rows of spruce planks here. So you just have to add a row. Get out strip dark oak wood, because I forgot that was a thing you needed. That's not even the right block. And then going right from that, you can place a row of strip dark oak wood. It doesn't really matter how long it is. It just needs to cover most of this area like that. For the roof, it gets a little complicated. On either side of the base, kind of, on top of the strip dark oak wood, it should be a row of dark oak planks. Easy enough. On top of it will be another row of dark oak planks. Again, easy enough. And just make sure this spans the entire thing. This is a fun thing to place behind the walls. I did think about this when I was doing it, but I was like, it'll be fine. But then the next row is up diagonally in with upside down dark oak stairs, which is here. And you will have to break some for this, and it will actually, when you're breaking, you'll notice you will be able to see daylight. It doesn't matter because the dark oak stairs cover the gap, or the stairs cover the gap anyway. That's why there's the planks there, by the way. Figured it out a little late, but I figured it out anyway. And then from that, it's above those, it's a row of planks, and then inward, upward from that, it's a row of planks again. So it'll give you this, essentially, for the roof. Or alternatively, you could actually make a row of upside down dark oak slabs inside of that row of planks. That's how I have it. I have a row of upside down slabs here. I guess it doesn't matter, but whatever. Then on the other side here, you want to take... Okay, I'm at the wrong side. Hold on. Well, and the other thing. You want to take the dark oak planks, and you want to bring them on the sides here down with upside down with an upside down row of dark oak stairs, and then from there you want to go out diagonally down with a row of dark oak planks and connect those all the way down into the spruce. If you don't have spruce, you will place spruce. When you're doing this, you're gonna have on the front, there's like 4 rows or 3 rows, I guess, that you can't do. Just cover them with dark oak trapdoors, and for symmetry purposes, I do the same on the other side. Actually, it ends up being 2 rows, because this strip dark oak row here will just be brought down with spruce as well. So it's only 2 rows. Let me just do this real quick. And then again, the floor in with spruce planks as well. And then whatever you may or may not end up doing. Again, just covering this up. One thing I do want to mention as well while I'm thinking about it, because we're getting to a room where we have a key. I don't believe I placed all of the keys and stuff. I know I placed the shovel, and I believe I placed this key. So oh no, I actually didn't place this key. Interesting. But, so, you know, just know where they go. I just left the room empty, actually. But we'll still work in there because there is something we need to do. But this is what you should have now. Something like this. If you're looking towards that birch door, you look at the right wall here. And behind the top dark oak trapdoor here, you'll place a stone brick wall. You'll bring it from this perspective. Left 1, down 1, back 1, oh god, down 1, right 1, back 1, and then down 1. And on either side, you want to, on the first row of planks that you can, at the, I guess on the side closest to this, and on the second from the back, you'll place iron trapdoors just like this. I don't really have to describe it better than that. It's kind of simple, but kind of hard to explain. It's like that. Direct your attention inside of this room here, and just for the ceiling, that's all I did in here. I didn't actually add any furnishing or anything. Essentially, what I did was I placed from the door. Get a light blue concrete, actually, because you want to place a row of light blue concrete on the other side here. And then next row, I place an upside-down dark oak stair in each corner, facing kind of left to right. And then I placed another one facing either forward to back inside of those, making sure you actually do them in the right direction, so the end is kind of pointing in, and then you'll place planks in between the gaps there. And I ended up placing in the middle block again on the ceiling. I have a plank there, and then oopsies. These end up being upside down dark oak stairs either side with upside down slabs to the side, and then light blue concrete to finish this off. I don't know why this ceiling is like this, gonna be real with you, but it gives you this essentially. Now find your way all the way through this house, and you want to find it. You want to find the yellow terracotta room at the back, one of the add-on rooms for Act 2. This room here, and you want to enter it. If you look up, it should probably be closed off, which is fine. It doesn't technically matter, but in this case, it is. So what you want to do, you want to start by getting out blue carpet, banners, or sorry, not banners, barriers, ladders, spruce slabs, which we're going to need to use for, I think, like 1 or 2 planks. Red nether brick slabs. Acacia slabs. Polished blackstone walls. And in this room, it is soul lanterns. So from the doorway, you want to count to the block behind it and 1 to the right, which is this one. You'll place right of that 3 blue carpet, and bring each blue carpet back by 1. This back right one you'll bring right by 3, and then bring those end 3 each back by 1 as well. From the back left-hand corner of this room, you want to count right by 1 and place a barrier. Bring that barrier up by 3, and then place a spruce plank on top, but you can just use slabs for it. Place ladders off the right side of that row, like so. You want to place along that left wall 2 rows of upside down spruce slabs in line with the height of that spruce plank, like that. Then from the front of this, you'll go kind of up diagonally right with a red nether brick slab. Then it'll be 2 upside down spruce slabs, I guess, to the side of that. Up diagonally with a red nether brick slab. And then right with 3 upside down spruce slabs, and then this right wall will be spruce slabs, and then you will go across the back wall now you'll go left with the spruce slab, and then you'll place up diagonally with an acacia slab, and then 2 upside down acacia slabs. Up diagonally with an acacia slab, and then an upside down acacia slab. And then left from that with 2 upside down spruce slabs, then go forward, and then 1 back to the left, and then it's just from this, it's up diagonally with spruce slabs continually until you have 3 at the end, in which you will connect all the way to the wall. Keep going around, and then on the last row, you actually only have 1 spruce slab here, and then you'll go upside down spruce slab, up with spruce slab, then up diagonally with spruce slab, and then to the side with a upside down red nether brick slab, and then a spruce plank, or spruce slab, normal spruce slab, up diagonally from that, and then 2 upside down red nether brick slab, normal red nether brick slab, Jesus, and then spruce plank. I was so bad at that, I'm sorry. And then you want to place another spruce plank left of that, which will kind of end just inside the pillar courts, and you'll make that whole thing 2 blocks thick, that whole pathway. I wouldn't worry about breaking anything other than what you have to for now. Just do what you have to. But, yeah, there are points where it's going to get a little weird. Well, not really. Just make it all 2. Keep the pathway 2 blocks at all times. Except for that one area at the top where it ends up being 1, which is fine. There you go. And then now at the top, I would break all of the spruce planks inside of this area. Which I know is mildly redundant because I did tell you originally to place them, but because then what you want to do is the back 2 rows are going to stay open, but the front 3, no, actually the front 2, yeah, the front 2 will be upside down spruce slabs, which are these 2 rows here. And then you can get out stripped dark oak wood, and you can essentially surround this gap with stripped dark oak, making sure that it's on top of the pillar courts and all that jazz. Now, and make sure it's only also these, it only takes up these 2 blocks here, so it's like this, essentially. Yeah, just like that. For the lights in the ceiling of this room, or the little stairwell, it's, if you're looking up from this, you're going to take the middle, I guess an easier way to say this would be 2 off of either side. On the 3rd block in, you'll place a polished black stone wall, and then you'll have 1 in the middle, which we'll place. Now, make sure you're basically on top of the acacia for this here, because that's the way that I'm looking or referencing. The left one, this is going to be 3 polished black stone walls and then a soul lantern. The right one is 5. This is total, by the way, so you're bringing it down by 4. Unfortunate. And then the middle is a lot more than that, but just know that you need to go until you're in line with the last upside down spruce slab. That's this one, and then 1 more down, and then the soul lantern. And then if you go back up, you want to be in this next room here. And you can clear your inventory. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting here. And then we're done, actually, once we finish all of this. So, this room is a mess. I'm going to start by saying that because I think it's clear. Oh, it's an old closet design. Oh, my God. You want to get out anyway. Polished andesite, despite that saddening news. Stone brick walls. Hey, look, they're back. Iron bars. Mangrove trapdoor. Red concrete. Smooth quartz stair. Yeah, smooth quartz. Spruce stair. Spruce plank. And we'll go birch door. So, in line with the front row of the stripped dark oak, you want to go, I'll call it left to start. You want to place 2 polished andesite and then a red concrete. And then the other side, you can just place polished andesite going all the way to the right wall. It'll give you this. Where this red concrete is here, you want to just cut off the room here. Like that, with a line going front to back. Everything behind that row of polished andesite that you placed, you want to fill in the floor with polished andesite. The floor may actually be darker than this. It might be more polished deep set. I don't remember. But I feel like it was a darker color and I didn't know what to do, so I did this anyway. Make your best judgment from the game. And then what you want to do, from this far left polished andesite, you want to place going right 5 iron bars, stone brick wall, 5 iron bars, stone brick wall, 5 iron bars, and then a stone brick wall. And you want to copy that row 3 more times. Just like this. This is so long, oh my goodness. I was not thinking it was going to be this long. I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. I can do it one sitting. Maybe it'll be an hour and a half. I think we're going on like 2 hours now. Well, no. It's not even an hour and a half. I'm just exaggerating. An hour and a half of a tutorial is a lot longer than an hour and a half of a stream, though. At least for me. Where you have the 5-block gap to the right of this, not the middle block, but one to the right will be, you'll place a smooth quartz stair on the spruce planks. You can have this pillar quartz outline visible here. Replace it with spruce planks. And while you're at it, you may want to actually make the entire pillar quartz outline spruce planks. Because then you're going to have like this, and it's going to be a weird cutoff, and that's just dumb, and no one wants to see that, so just make the whole thing spruce if you want. There you go. Pretty simple. I was not going to tell you to do that, but then I realized that was important, so. What else can we do? What else can we do? What else can we do? So. Right wall. You want to, from the smooth quartz stair, I put it in the wrong spot. Of course I did. From the smooth quartz stair, if it's in the right spot, you want to count right by 5. I guess forward by 5, technically. Then you want to count over, so you're on the red concrete along the base of the wall, and then you want to count up by 2. Going towards you, place 2 stonebrick walls, and from that one up against the wall, you will go up 1, back 1, and then up by 2. On top of that, for this lowest one, you'll place a mango trapdoor that you can, I should say, like that. So, I'm just going to confirm that I know what's going on here. Yes, and probably double yes. Yes. The area to the oh my god, the left side of this room, or I guess not room, but the left portion of the build, you want to double layer this floor with spruce planks. Make sure you leave the hole as a hole. You want a hole in the floor, basically. It's just gonna make it thicker. I was thinking I was gonna actually maybe consider doing this on the exterior, and then I didn't. I hate this so much. Not actually, but you know, it's something for sure. Just like that. While you're also doing it, bring your red concrete wall all the way up until it touches dark oak with every row. This is a step for sure. I'm going to actually start with the top. Like, I'm going to section off the top here and then do that, because it's a little more annoying than the bottom, and I can just do the bottom easierly, because that's a word. You will have some little weird dark oak planks sticking out and stuff, and it's fine, don't worry about it. And just focus on getting the wall filled in, and then worry about those later, because they're not really going to end up being a problem when we double layer most of the ceiling. Yeah, I said it, it's not going to be fun, but we're going to do it. We shall get through it together, I suppose. From the front of this section, you want to find the third red concrete back, and break the bottom 3 blocks. Bottom one, spruce plank with a spruce stair off the side of it, and then you can place a birch door just like that. The handle should face back. Come to the back of this room, and as you should expect, there's another doorway here. Where is it, though? It's in the front half of the middle of this, which is right here. 2 blocks off there. I guess the third block would be the iron bars, and then 3 off the back. And then again, make sure you have a spruce plank there, and the birch door, the handle will be facing forward for this. Like that. 3 blocks off back. A lot off front. Now, that may be our current set of materials done. Yeah. It only gets worse from here. Clear inventory. I know that's real reassuring. Get out water buckets, which that's the easy part. Red and white carpets. Strip dark oak wood. Hey, look, it's also back. Soul lanterns. Hey, look, they're also back. It's a lot of it's back, I suppose. And then dark oak planks and dark oak slabs, and that will finish off the room. There's no real guide to this, by the way. At least for the ceiling. The rest does have a guide. But you want to start by taking your entire spruce section of your floor here, this big here, and just filling it with water. And there's a way you can do this. That's a scam, anyway. There's a way you can do this to where it's going to make it a little bit easier. I may have just done it, actually. Yeah, I did. See it. Except for that. Oh, because the stair. But it essentially, if you do it in a certain way, it'll waterlog it for you. Instead of you having to waterlog it manually. Make sure they're all waterlogged. I know that's kind of simple, but A lot of people don't, and it does make it look a little weird. And also, if you're trying to walk through it, don't even bother. Now, we'll worry about the carpet in a second because I don't know how to properly gauge where that is. You want to take where you have the gate here, and the right row of stone brick walls you will leave a 1 block gap from and place a stripped dark oak in the water. You will actually do the same with the other two. What you can do, take that middle one and count these 7th spruce plank in front. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Count left a block and place a red carpet. Bring it left 2, and then bring the middle red carpet forward with 2 white carpet and surround that white and red. Like so. Now, before we... No, I lied, actually. I'm gonna lie to you. You want to take the stripped dark oak rows and bring the right one up by 5. And also the left one up by 5. And you'll bring it up by 2. 4 diagonally up 1, and then up by 2 again. And then you can take the top rows of these and go strip dark oak wood, moving all the way to the front until you have 1 plank there, and then all the way to the back. And you should also have 1 plank there if my math checks out. I would also recommend making that top strip dark oak wood sideways facing, just because it makes that a little smoother. I wouldn't recommend using dark oak for this. You could use like brown terracotta or something if you want to not use the stupid directional blocks, but I use directional blocks so much, so you know. And then you want to find the middle. Spoiler alert, it's right here. You can't miss it. And you want to connect the middle down to the strip dark oak wood with strip dark oak wood. Make sure you get it right. You can actually rough estimate and get it wrong like I just did, or you could rough estimate and get it right like I just did there, even though I wasn't rough estimating at that point. Hey, look, that's right. But you want this, essentially. You want to create some kind of angles, I guess. Triangles. And then you can place strip dark oak, kind of almost coating the inner layer of the ceiling, going from the top to the bottom, and it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, probably. You'll see I'll have a 3 right here, actually, or it'll give you some 3s. I would do it like this if you're getting 3s, like that, and leave the top just as a 1. When we do the ceiling thing in a second here, that will probably get changed into what it should be. Okay, see, there it's 2, here it's 2. Oh, well, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm not in the wrong spot. I lied. Okay, there's going to be probably a plank next to the sides of this. You can destroy those because they're in your way. That bottom is 3, though. What is happening? Oh, never mind. The bottom is 3 over there, too. Okay, that's unfortunate. That just starts as 2s, I think. Let me check. Yeah, okay. And so I'm not going to give you a direct guide to this because mine is awful, but that's why this also doesn't really have a direct guide, because they influence each other. You're essentially coating the inner side of the ceiling, and you can make this with the dip, or you can make it without the dip. It doesn't really matter. Just on the sides, I have starting as 2. Actually, I have a row of stairs there. So if you want to throw stairs in the mix, you can throw stairs into the mix. It's not really anything specific. I'm not even going to do the whole thing because I just want to give you an idea of it. So essentially, it is a lot of personal preference. Again, if you want to follow the kind of bow or dip of it, you can. But like portions like this, you see it's just slab rows like this. And here it gets a little weird. There's no right way to do this. There's no wrong way to do this. Just whatever you think looks good. Because, frankly, I don't know it looks good. But, yeah. Oopsies. If you want to also reference the outside, I believe I did originally. Except when I originally did this, I had a different ceiling design. So it screwed with me entirely. But, yeah, I would reference the outside just to kind of see how things are. See, something like this, kind of. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to save that for you. I will throw out the soul lantern positions. They're even, actually. So, just quickly. If you want to take a break from doing that. Find the center here, which is the center of the roof. And you want to, from this strip dark oak, count 4 by 4. There's a sea lantern there, and then you will leave a 5 block gap. So on the 6 block, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one you'll place another soul lantern, and those will all be in line. And then you can get back to doing the ceiling, and then I will let you do that. And I would recommend you pause here and finish that, and then we can work on the next 2 rooms. There is some more funny business to attend to in here, though. AKA the really bad closet. Red wool, yellow wool, oak doors is what you need. To get out materials for the next rooms, I should say. Red concrete, birch, door, and we'll go smooth quartz slabs. But so, in the back right-hand corner of this room, you want to place 2 yellow wool on top of each other. From the top one, go up 4 diagonally to the right with upward diagonally forward with the red wool, sorry, and then down diagonally forward again with the red wool. Down by 1 in the middle, oak door. That's the closet design. Go through either of the doors, it literally doesn't matter. And you want to, essentially, you're finding the gap. So there's a, and so you want to, from the front more door, you want to count to the 10th red concrete behind it. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Here you want to make a wall of red concrete. Oh, it'll be 2 blocks off the hole. That would have been probably easier to use, but it's fine. And then in the front more middle, so if you're on this front wall, you'll count to the 5th block, and you'll break that for the doorway. The door is placed from this room, and the handle is facing forward, which is the front room, by the way, for clarification. The wall only needs to be 4 blocks tall, so just place 4 rows of red concrete. And then for the ceiling in both, it's just upside down smooth quartz slabs along that 4th block. Pretty simple. I don't know why. While I'm doing this, I'll say, my Minecraft keeps doing that stupid storage thing. You've probably seen it pop up at least like 3 times in this video because of the way I'm talking during it. But I don't know what the problem is. I've deleted literally everything. Profile pictures, as you can see, oh, never mind. Mine's loading now. But a bunch were not loading earlier. I've deleted pretty much every single bit of storage there is, and it's still doing it. So I don't know. If it still does it again, I might literally have to go into Minecraft's files and delete stuff because, like, I don't know. But I gotta finish the grind, guys. I gotta finish. I really need to go through, though, and, like, delete stuff on my actual computer and not just Minecraft storage. Maybe this is my motivation to do so. Anyway. Let's start with the front room because it's smaller, and, yeah, that's really it. What you want to do is get out, polish blackstone wall and soul lantern. I'd also get out smooth quartz slab because they're going to be important for that. We'll go composters, beehives, oak slabs, acacia slabs, acacia fence, and I guess I'll go oak stairs. And we're like 2 materials short. That's so unfortunate. So the way I'm orienting this room is if we're looking, that door is the back. So what you want to do is you want to come to that door and count right by 2 and place a composter. Bring it forward diagonally to the right with a beehive and bring that beehive right by 1. This right beehive you'll bring forward, backward, and also up with another beehive. From the top beehive, you want to count forward by 2, and from this red concrete, you'll place moving forward 3 upside down oak slabs. Count up a block, and again, place 3 upside down oak slabs moving forward. Underneath that end one, in line, or on, I guess, the floor, you want to place acacia fence with an acacia slab on top. If you look at the front wall, you want to take this front right-hand corner and place a composter, and left of it a beehive. Leave a 2 block gap left of that and place 3 upside down oak stairs on top of each other facing left. with an upside down oak slab to the side of it, and then another upside down oak stair on the end of that. I thought I just saw a person. I'm losing it. Unless it was that bookshelf, then I'm not losing it as much, but I'm still losing it. Anyway, from the hole that you have, you want to... This right row of it, where you have these 3 blocks, just in front of that, this spruce plank, you want to look up and break that smooth quartz, upside down smooth quartz slab, replace it with a polished black stone wall with a soul lantern underneath. And some way, somehow, you want to get a slab on top like that. Clear your inventory, and you need 2 more materials to finish this room. They are birch trap doors and green carpets. In the front left-hand corner of the room here, you want to place along the left wall 2 birch trap doors, moving back and open them up against the wall. In between that, I guess in between the wall and the little shelf here, you'll place 2 birch trap doors on top of each other up against the wall like that and open them. Now, you'll notice with this beehive over here in this corner and this shelf, there's a 2-block gap. I know this is not relevant, but it is. You want to leave a 2-block gap from the wall in that gap and place 2 green carpets. Bring either one back by 3. Take the back left and bring it back an additional 4. And then take those end 4 and bring them each left by 1. 1 room left. I can't believe I've done this all in one day. Actually, you might want to keep those because we probably need them again. Hold on. We do not, actually. Okay, cool. So, let's start off with the fun part, aka paintings, which are not fun at all. I was sarcastic. You want to also get out dark oak stairs and dark oak slabs. Acacia planks and acacia doors. Cyan concrete. Oak button. And we will call it oak plank and acacia slab. Feels like a fair point to end. For the paintings around the room, again, we're going to orient so that wall is the back wall, because that's actually what it is in the game. Or in the build, I guess in the game. Look at the front wall, and from this door you will go right from our perspective to the 3rd block, and this you will have a 1-block painting on, which is the weird reptile eye. That one. Then from our perspective again, up diagonally to the left, it's the salmon bowl. Hey. Left wall. Again, at the 2nd row up, it'll be 1 block off the front, so there. 1-block painting, that's that weird black and white one with the triangle. I haven't gotten that one much, I feel like, in my failures today. I got it like 3 times. There we go. From it, you will count back by 2 and up 1, and then there will be a reptile eye there. Oh god, it's there. Hey, I got it first try. From that, you will count back by 3, and it's another one of the weird black and white ones. From that, you will count down 1 and back by 3, and there'll be another one of those weird black and white ones, which I have had pretty good luck, actually, in this room. Don't change that. Don't change that. Okay. That wasn't that bad. That's all the paintings. Direct your attention to the front right-hand corner, and you'll place 2 acacia planks on top of each other with an acacia door off the right side. Sorry, oak door, actually. You don't need an acacia door. You need an oak door. I just autopiloted and said it was an acacia door. From that, you will leave out 2-block gap moving back, and then on the 3rd block, cyan concrete with oak button on the left face. So, from that cyan concrete, you will count to the 4th spruce plank to the left. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. You'll count back by 4, left by 1, and place an oak plank there. You will take that oak plank and you will trace it all the way to the back wall and place another one right there. The red concrete on top of that oak plank, you will count left 1 from and place 2 upside down acacia slabs. From the rightmost one, you will count right 1, upside down acacia slab, and right 1. Just like that. I think we're going to need 2 more sets for this room. Well, maybe not. No, there's not much going on here. Clear your inventory. Get out item frame and clock. Brown carpet. spruce slab, mangrove stairs, mangrove door. We will. Dark oak stairs, and we'll go dark oak slabs, because everything else is for the fire, and I might as well just get all those at once. So, at the wall that we were just on, where you have the I guess the lower shelf of the acacia, above the right slab you'll place an item frame with a clock in it. Front wall where you have this reptile eye painting, you'll place an upside down dark oak slab underneath it, and then you will place upside down dark oak stairs on either side that face into it. Just like that. This oak plank in the middle of the room, you want to bring it forward with a mangrove stair that faces right, and that same oak plank you will leave a... Actually, I guess behind it you can place brown carpet and then another mangrove stair. To the left of either mangrove stair, you'll place a mangrove door in the right half of that block, like so. From that brown carpet, you will bring it right by 2, and then you will take that end one and you will bring it back with a spruce slab, and that middle one can just go forward and backward with brown carpet. One more thing and it's over. One more clear of your inventory. Get out gray concrete, iron bars, polished deep slate slabs, brick blocks, flint and steel, and you will maybe need netherrack. If fire spurs is on, you will need netherrack. If it is not, you do not need netherrack. I know that's weird, but I'll explain that. From, actually, we'll go from the spruce slab here. No, I lied. The brown carpet in front of the spruce slab. You want to take the spruce plank to the right of it and break it. Break 3 more forward. And then break the 2 rows to the right and make all of this gray concrete. Now, you want to look at this, so essentially the 4 is across the front of it. You want to place off the back row 2 full rows of brick, like that. And just for funny, you can actually take the middle 2 brick and bring them each up with an additional brick. Take the 2 side rows of brick and bring them towards you by a row, and then just place... Essentially, you're kind of placing a U of polished deep slate slabs around these 2 upper bricks, which are going to go on top of the lower bricks and then in front of the upper, like that. You'll place iron bars off the front row of gray concrete, and then you'll place flint and steel inside of the fireplace like that. Once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Hello Neighbor Act 2 Neighbor House fully complete. I can't believe I did this in one go. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what you guys think of this house in the comments down below. This was a fun one to record for sure. Now on to Act 3. With that, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.